In some mythologies, there are creatures depicted as colossal monsters or shapeless beings. In others, there are cunning entities that take on human form to exploit human fears and weaknesses. And in yet other mythologies, there are shadowy and terrifying creatures considered as rulers of the underworld. Mythical creatures are fascinating beings that feed human imagination and reflect their fears. Every culture has its own legendary creatures, and the stories of these creatures reflect the thought world of that society. In this video, we will focus on the top 5 most terrifying mythological creatures and their stories. Minotaur. Minotaur is a creature that is half human and half bull. His mother is Queen Pasiphae of Crete, and his father is a white bull that emerged as a gift from Poseidon. Pasiphae fell in love with this bull and bore the terrifying creature known as Minotaur. Minotaur is depicted with a human body and a bull's head. He is strong, savage, and ravenous. King Minos keeps Minotaur under control by imprisoning him in a special labyrinth. The labyrinth consists of complex corridors, making it easy to get lost inside. Every year, 14 youths from Athens, 7 boys, 7 girls, are sent as sacrifices to Minotaur in Crete. These victims fall prey to Minotaur's merciless claws. Prince Theseus of Athens arrives in Crete to defeat Minotaur. His goal is to rescue the Athenian youths. Theseus encounters Minotaur in the labyrinth. Despite Minotaur's strength and savagery, Theseus succeeds in killing him. Theseus finds the way out of the labyrinth and rescues the Athenian victims. Theseus's triumph over Minotaur symbolizes humanity's struggle against its inner darkness and courage. This legend portrays the complexity of human nature and internal struggles while also exploring themes of heroism and sacrifice. Minotaur remains one of the most unforgettable creatures in the mythological world. Neon. Neon resides in the depths of the sea throughout the year, but emerges near villages on the eve of Chinese New Year. It devours livestock in the villages and harms humans, possessing 2 large horns on its head and sharp, blade-like teeth protruding from its mouth. The fortunate ones allow Neon to feed only on the grains they've stored, avoiding its wrath. However, the unfortunate fall victim to Neon's attacks. It knocks them down with its horns and tears them apart with its sharp teeth, particularly favoring the flesh of children. An old man explains that Neon can be kept at bay by frightening it. Neon dislikes the color red, so red markings should be placed on every door. It fears loud noises and strange creatures, so drums, music, and fireworks should be used to create loud sounds. Children should be protected with masks and lanterns. The Chinese people scare Neon away by setting off fireworks, playing drums, and painting their cities red during every spring festival. According to legend, these celebrations prevent mythological creatures from wreaking havoc on their homes. Even today, these traditions continue in China, with celebrations held to prevent the return of Neon. Wendigo. The Wendigo is a creature from Native American mythology, believed to inhabit the Great Lakes region. Described as emaciated, with thin ribs and pale skin, their eyes appear sunken. The souls of those who die from hunger can transform into Wendigos, a transformation more common during times of famine. The Wendigo's appetite is insatiable. No matter how much it eats, it remains hungry. It preys on other humans, consuming their flesh. Each bite only makes it hungrier and more ravenous. They often emerge during cold winters and periods of famine. The Algonquin tribe used to hold large festivals with dances and songs to ward off Wendigos. Chimera. The Chimera is a creature from Greek mythology, known for its various forms. It is depicted with the head and body of a lion and the tail of a serpent, sometimes said to also have the head of a goat. The Chimera instills terror by spewing fire from its mouth. In ancient Greece, the king of Ephyra had two sons, Hipponus and Bellerophon. After an incident, Bellerophon dies, leaving the king grief-stricken. Hipponus, refusing the advances of the king's wife, is sent to the land of Lycia by the king. Encountering the Chimera there, Hipponus seeks help from the gods to kill it. He battles the Chimera with winged horses and manages to slay it in a place called Yanartash. The Chimera is a monstrous creature vanquished by brave heroes, making it one of the intriguing beings of Greek mythology. Sphinx. Egyptian Sphinx. Greek Sphinx. In Egypt, the Sphinx is often depicted in large statues. It is portrayed as a male-headed lion adorned with a pharaoh's headdress. For the Egyptians, the Sphinx was seen as a great and powerful monster. It was also thought of as semi-divine beings, part lion and part human, granting their rulers a divine quality. In Greek mythology, the Sphinx is depicted as a more complex entity. It has a serpent tail and wings. The Sphinx is described as a cruel and cunning creature who enjoys playing games with its victims. It would play games with them before killing and devouring them. Oedipus and the Sphinx. Oedipus is the son of Thebes' king Laius and queen Jocasta. A prophecy foretells that Oedipus will kill his father and marry his mother. Fearful, Laius and Jocasta abandon Oedipus on a mountain to die. However, Oedipus cannot escape his fate and sets out for Thebes. On his way to Thebes, Oedipus encounters the Sphinx. The Sphinx asks him a famous riddle. What goes on 4 legs in the morning, 2 legs at noon, and 3 legs in the evening? Oedipus thinks and gives the correct answer. Man. Unable to bear Oedipus answering the riddle correctly, the Sphinx kills herself in despair. Oedipus arrives at Thebes and saves the city from the Sphinx. With this achievement, he becomes king and marries Jocasta. Unknowingly, Oedipus has killed his father, Laius, and married his mother, Jocasta. Eventually, he learns the truth and finds Jocasta dead by suicide before his very eyes. The Sphinx is one of the mysterious and multifaceted creatures of the mythological world, and its stories continue to fuel human imagination. These mythological creatures have shaped a journey of humanity from the past to the present, driven by the instinct of survival and the allure of the unknown. Examining them is equivalent to pushing the boundaries of courage, because the mysteries lurking in the dark and the terrifying realities are equivalent to opening doors to understand humanity's relationship with the universe and its inner world. These creatures are monsters hidden in the depths of mythologies, emerging from the dark corners of humanity's subconscious.